This video is sponsored by the Topps Bunt app. More on them later and some information on an event involving our very own Aaron Judge. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Yankees recap. This is where we recap all the latest news, updates, and everything going on in the Yankee community. We are coming off a sweep of the newly named Cleveland Guardians. I think I finally got it down. They had a lot of trouble with it on the S broadcast, understandably so. But yes, sweep of the Cleveland Guardians, a series that saw this team, without a doubt, played the most complete baseball yet. On Friday, Aaron Judge broke out, hitting 2 home runs, and Jameson Taillon turned in another fine outing. 4-1 Yankees win. Saturday, Nestor Cortes continued to prove that he's legit, throwing 6 1/3 innings, allowing 2 runs with 8 strikeouts. Chad Green did run into his problem with home runs again, giving up the lead in the 8th, but the Yankees fought back. Game-tying double from IKF, scoring Tim LeCastro, who swiped second to get into scoring position just before that, and then a walk-off double from Gleyber Torres. Awesome comeback victory. Many things happened during this game. I lost my voice, probably the most I've lost my voice since being at the Astros series last year. And I wasn't, at the stadium or nothing. I was in my house. I tripped over my couch in excitement, fell into the wall, broke it somehow. Point being, this was an electric game. And it was a game, my dramatic ass said the Yankees have to win. Obviously, they didn't have to win it. But winning that game Saturday, it's the reason why we have such good vibes right now, which we'll get into later. And then today, and also we'll touch on, the fans throwing stuff onto the field a little bit later. But today, the Yankees did what they had trouble doing a lot last year, which was sweeping teams. In sweep opportunities last year, they were a mere 10-12, and they didn't get off to a great start this year with that either, as they had just blown their shot at sweeping the Tigers the other day in the series prior. But boy, was Sunday a breath of fresh air. First and foremost, the Yankees offense really broke out on Sunday. Now, they definitely had looked better in games 1 and 2 in comparison to the Baltimore series and a little bit in the Detroit series as well, no doubt. But being able to have that game just unofficially over by the 6th inning, that was something that, last year we didn't get to experience too much, and this year we hadn't been able to experience it all. We haven't had a laugher all year going into Sunday, and then we finally get it, which was awesome. Rizzo continued his hot start with 2 hits and a homer. He owns the team lead in homers, RBI, slugging, and OPS. Then you factor in the defense that he's giving us too, with not even just really solid plays, but just little things, like shifting sides at the base and this. His glove, I know this is kind of cliche to say, but it literally is a magnet over there. I tweeted this out earlier. Follow me at Dan Allen Rourke. There are no words to really describe how valuable and important Anthony Rizzo has been to this Yankee team 2 weeks into the season. So that's been awesome. Now let's move on to the Yankees' second best hitter so far this season, and that is DJ LeMahieu. He had 3 hits Sunday afternoon, including a 2-run homer, which he pulled to left for his second of the year. He has a 333, 414, 510 slash line. That's average on base. Slugging, for those who don't know, giving him a 924 OPS on the season. And for context, how important that is and how good that is, during his MVP caliber 2019 to 2020, he had a 922 OPS. So currently, 15, 16 games in, he is hitting at the level of the guy that ended up earning a 6-year contract with the Yankees. So, man, with that, it goes without saying, cannot be understated how huge that would be to have him back to form. He was hurt last year, which, with apparently how bad it was, definitely is a legitimate excuse for what his performance was. But, with that said, you could argue his 2021 offense was the most disappointing thing to come out of the 2021 season, just being honest. But to have him back like this, coming back to form, that's huge. And like I said, it cannot be understated how important that has been and will be for this team going forward. Speaking of hot bats, which is kind of the theme of this video, just really kind of good vibes overall, which is the best time to do Yankee recaps. We got to talk some IKF. Dude has finally settled into pinstripes and is really hitting well. Over his last 7, he has a 391 batting average with a 901 OPS. And to come up huge like that on Saturday in the 9th, down to their final strike, turning on that pitch and driving it off the wall against Emmanuel Clase or Clase? Regardless, dude is nuts. And for IKF to turn on that pitch, and I was kind of nervous right off the bat that I knew he hit it well, but I was kind of feeling like, damn, it might be a line drive right to left fielder. That ball just kept carrying, ends up going off the wall. Electric. And, Yankee Stadium, in terms of the crowd, outside of, a few fans who were doing some dumb shit. Amazing energy this series. It was a packed house. I'm pretty sure every game was a sellout. Really had some, playoff, electricity in the stadium. Just some really good buzz, which was dope. But yeah, also, IKF's defense has been better as well. So he's definitely just overall settled down. I guess that's really kind of all it took for him. Really happy to see him doing well. All right, guys, real quick, brief interruption by our awesome sponsor, which is the Topps Bunt 22 app. Really awesome news that we got to go over here. Topps is hosting a 3-day virtual event Friday, April 29th to Sunday, May 1st, called Topps Digicon 2022. The free event will be held on their Twitch channel, twitch.tv/topsdigicast, and will feature special guests, live interviews, artist drawing sessions, giveaways, and more. The daily programming will run from 11:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The event celebrates fandoms across sports and entertainment and puts a spotlight on Topps' growing community of collectors who play their digital, collectible apps and partake in Topps NFT content releases on topsnfts.com. Those looking to participate in the event are encouraged to check out the Topps Bunt app, where event VIP insider passes will be offered that unlock special rewards, in-app surprises, and exclusive content access. Saturday will be Bunt's featured day, complete with a Bunt trivia contest and player interviews, including Yankees slugger, our very own Aaron Judge, who will be coming on the Digicast at 4 p.m. Eastern to talk about his early days in the league, his charity work, and a lot more. Awesome stuff. Download Topps Bunt to get your Bunt Insider Pass now, and be sure to tune into Topps Digicon 2022, kicking off at 11:30 a.m. Eastern on Friday, April 29th. That's Friday, April 29th at twitch.tv/ToppsDigicast. All right, back to the video, guys, and thank you so much to Topps for sponsoring this one. Joey Gallo, I mean, I don't want to see, he didn't have a good game because he still struck out 3 times, but looking a little bit more comfortable. He roped an RBI double to right. He also had a single that ended up scoring like a tying run on Saturday. So while he doesn't look necessarily amazing, he has done some things that maybe will take a little bit of pressure off. You know, he has his first, I'm pretty sure that was his first RBI on Sunday. So good for him, and, you know, maybe this leads to better things. Gleyber Torres followed up his walk-off hit from Saturday with a 2-for-3 performance on Sunday. More good news there. And Josh Donaldson, we saw him go deep the other day. And overall, just in general, I feel like his swings and his at-bats have definitely just been looking better. So yeah, offense looking good. But let's move on to the next topic. How about Gerrit Cole? He was phenomenal on Sunday. About time, going 6 2/3 deep, allowing no runs, 4 hits, and striking out 9. Any worry I had about him, which still wasn't all that high after the shit show in Detroit. But, you know, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't like 5% concerned, to be honest. But no, thankfully, he pitched like his dominant self Sunday, which was awesome to see. This pitching staff, as great as it is on its own, with an elite Gerrit Cole, like, not even being biased Yankee fan Dan here, like, with an elite Gerrit Cole, this might be the best pitching staff in the American League at the least. Awesome to see the Yankees sweep the Guardians, and they're now sitting kind of pretty with a 10-6 record. I feel like 10-6. Like, that's why Saturday's game, winning that was so important, because 10-6 sounds just so much better than 9-7. Whether you're talking football or you're talking, you know, the first 2 weeks in April for baseball. The Yankees are tied with the Blue Jays atop the AL East. I know, we're a little too early for standings talk, but, you know, 2 weeks in now. You'd rather be in first place than in last place. That's all I'm going to say. We got the Orioles. We have an off day Monday, but then we got the Orioles coming down to the Bronx for a 3-game set. Got to take 2 out of 3 minimum. And obviously, you know, hopefully sweep. After that, we head out for a road trip starting in Kansas City to take on the Royals, and then we go to Toronto, which, thank God, apparently the Yankees are going to go vaccine-wise. I guess, you know, Boone and a couple other sources as well said this. The Yankees that weren't vaccinated, whoever they may be, we don't know. I don't really care. They are all good to go, so it's not something that we got to worry about. We're going to be, you know, fully staffed and roster. Our roster is not going to be taking any hits going to Toronto, which is dope. Real quick, as for the fans the other day, yo, I mean, somebody today asked me, like, why I didn't put out a statement on the whole thing, as if, like, I'm some spokesperson or whatever. Yo, like, I feel like it's just so obviously not what we should do. It's embarrassing, for sure, but at the same time, like, Miles Straw, I don't want to say he instigated it, because no matter what the fans did, that was dumb. Like, you don't throw beer cans, bro. Like, throwing trash is one thing, throwing beer cans, that's just lame, especially if they're full. Like, that could obviously hurt somebody you just don't want. It does make us look bad. But some people, bro, are, like, really, like, taking it to the next level. Like, I've seen Yankee fans who I respect are like, man, like, it tarnishes such a great win, and, like, it ruins the moment. It didn't ruin shit for me, bro. Like, it really didn't. Like, it's something that, like, all right, definitely should not do that. And those fans, like, I would love to see them just banned forever. Don't ever let them back in Yankee Stadium. Done. Deal. But, like, bro, doesn't tarnish how I'm feeling about this team. Doesn't tarnish Saturday's win. That's why, honestly, like, that's kind of why, like, when something just negative and, like, I don't have to comment on it, because I really, you know, I don't say I don't have to do anything, but, like, I don't think it's really necessary. Like, it's obvious. Everybody was saying it, and I usually don't like to tweet shit that, like, or say anything that's, like, already been said. I feel like it's just, basically, I don't like saying useless statements, if that makes sense. So I feel like it was kind of pointless to put something out. Bottom line is, I was done with those fans to do, ban them from the ballpark, but it doesn't take away how good the Yankees are looking right now. Overall vibes, we're just feeling pretty good. Like I said, we're 10-6. Offense is starting to click. Defense has looked good. We know how good the pitching has looked as well. Boone's management has been, you know, besides the off days, Besides that, Boone has had a pretty good season of managing. His bullpen management has definitely been, I would say, top tier for sure. And I think you guys, even the Boone haters, might agree with that. That's going to do it for this Yankees recap. Might have been a little bit longer here. Thank you so much to Topps Bunt 22 for sponsoring this video. Check them out in the description below, and make sure you get all the information on that Judge event. That'll all be down below as well. Awesome stuff. I will see you guys next time. Let's go Yankees.